Craziness this morning just to get out of the Wawa. Craziness this morning just to get out of the Wawa. I've never seen nothing like that. Alright. So we're back from vacation. Had one of the, I guess you could say, worst experiences from vacation. Had family come into town, and it was really not even, we met family at a different location. We met family, all, you know, in-laws and grandparents and stuff. We met all them in DC for vacation. We decided to take vacation. We went to DC. While on vacation, we decided, well, I decided, kind of. I proposed, and everybody was okay with it. While we were in town, my team, the Chicago Cubs, were in town too. So I made this light suggestion, recommendation. Hey, let's go to a Cubs game while we're there. So everybody was cool about it. Everybody wanted to go. Now, if any of you have ever done a vacation, you know how hard it is to plan stuff. Except for that Wawa coffee. And no, I'm not sponsored by Wawa. I just love their coffee. Anyways, any of you have ever planned anything for a vacation knows how hard it is, let alone plan it for 3 families. So we planned for the Cubs game, which was a Friday night game. Here's some video from it. We were able to get a little bit of video. Here's some video from it. Well, Mr. Jackson, that's his first baseball game. First here we go. Cubs game. But look at this. Yep, we're dealing with this situation right now. Rain. But we're here, hoping that the Cubs gonna beat up on them Nats. Gotta wait on it, stop raining. They're looking at me like I'm a nut. Jackson's all chilling, drinking some Coke. Just had some pizza. Oh yeah, French fries. Oh yeah, nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. We'll see. See if they're gonna play. All these people waiting. Oh, Cubs fans. I think there's more Cubs fans than Nats fans here. We're in DC, so we'll see. To be continued. On the rain delay. All they won't let us go to our seats. They're pulling the tarp off now. They finally let us through. They let us through. We're going to our seats. Jackson's going to his seat. First Cubs game. Here we are. All the people starting to go to their seats too. Sorry, I'm trying not to fall. So, but here we are. coming up to our seats, row A. Row A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our seats, right on the field. Look at it, we're right on the field, Jack. Woo! All right, let's get settled in our seats. They're a little bit wet. Dry them off and let's get going. So beware, if you ever come to a Nationals game, buy your tickets on StubHub, which I did. You know, they always guarantee you all their BS claims, okay? So the game was scheduled for last night, Friday night game, Cubs at Nationals. There we go. Yesterday was, and it rained. So they postponed the game. Try to get across the street. Gotta start off with some Wow coffee in the mornings. And no, they don't sponsor me or pay for anything. They just fuel my day. Anyways, as you can see, as I started to record when I was outside the venue, waiting for traffic to cross the street, it started pouring. And I mean pouring. I couldn't even see across the street pouring. So I stopped recording and got my butt to the car and got out of the rain. So the moral of the story is we went to the baseball game. We planned for 3 families to converge on this one event for vacation. We all met from different states. We met in DC, Washington, DC for a vacation and spent about a week in DC, and the baseball game was a Friday night. That was going to be the close of the end of our vacation, basically. We were going to end it with that baseball game that night and, you know, head back the next day. Well, the whole time we were in DC, it's 105 degrees with 105% humidity. Figures, right? They built DC on a swamp, and it was swampy. But anyways, the whole time, Friday night comes, time for the game, and this game, tickets weren't cheap. Third base line, as you've seen, front row. We paid $1,000 for our tickets. Or I did. I paid $1,000 for everybody's tickets. So I was hoping for a good show because I wanted my money's worth. But anyways, so headed to the ballpark. It starts to rain. No big deal, you know. They'll just delay it for a little bit. Well, it rains, and it rains, and it rains, and they delay it for hours. So here we are, and it's not like you can just sit in your seat for a rain delay. You're having to sit when you go, you know, when you go back up to the stands, to the concession stands area. They're packing 20, 35,000, however many people was there. It was a full house too, shoulder to shoulder, as you can see. They're cramming all them people into the concession stands area. So we're standing there for hours. Finally, the rain lets up. As you've seen, they pulled the tarps off, all this stuff. We get to go to our seats finally, as you've seen. First inning of baseball. As you've seen in the video, it started to rain again. They got the first inning in. They called, or they stopped play, pulled the tarps back out. So we stand there for another couple hours. By this time, we're miserable. We're tired of standing. I wanted to sit there for 9 innings of baseball and not be on my feet because I was already tired. We stood there for, I think, for the first, before we went to our seats, I would say it was a good 3 hours. Finally, Major League Baseball makes the call. We're going to postpone the game till tomorrow afternoon. They postponed the game till tomorrow afternoon, and we leave the venue. So we're like, okay, tomorrow afternoon, I guess we just bring our tickets so we get back in, finish watching the game. So I'm about to turn so this sun will get right. I won't have so many shadows. But so we come back the next day, clothes, shoes, everything dried out from being soaked. Get to the ballpark, and you figure you just use your ticket that you used the day before to get into the venue, because it was just a postpone. All they did was postpone it, and you've already paid for the seat for that game. So you would think. So we get there, go to check in, or go through the gate to go back to our seats, and then we got our tickets through StubHub, so everything was electronic on my phone, and they're like, these tickets are no longer valid. I said, what do you mean these tickets are no longer valid? We were just here at the game before, or the game last night, and they're like, you're gonna have to contact whoever sold you the tickets to work this out. Well, I didn't buy them through, since it was a Washington Nationals home game, I didn't buy them through the Nationals, so they couldn't do nothing to help me. I bought them through StubHub. Contact StubHub. I'm like, hey, I got these tickets for last night. They're saying they're Washington, they're saying at the gate, no longer valid. What's going on? I paid for these tickets. I paid $1,000 for these tickets. What's going on? StubHub was like, yeah, you're gonna have to purchase new tickets since this is a new game. I'm like, what are you talking about, a new game? This is a postponed game from last night that we were at. They're like, well, they're considering a new game, so you're gonna have to purchase new tickets to go see this game, because those tickets that you purchased are no longer valid and those seats aren't available. I'm like, I can't understand this. We're standing outside the venue. It's starting to rain again. As you've seen in the video, there's nothing we can. They said there's nothing they could do. They could sell us some $15 standing room only tickets. Other than that, it was a sold out game. So we decided, nope, I'm not. I just paid $1,000 for these tickets. I'm not paying $15 more for each ticket just to stand there like we did last night all night. We'll just work this out later with StubHub, figure it out. So after hours of going back and forth with StubHub on the phone, messaging them on Facebook, they get back to me a couple days later. Sorry for the inconvenience, blah, 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 excuse. Those tickets what they say they can do is they can give me tickets to another Washington Nationals event, home game. And I tried to explain to them, I wasn't there to see the Nationals. I was there to see the Cubs, and I live out of state. We were there on vacation. Try to explain it to them. I don't live in D.C. None of us that were there live in D.C. And it would be nearly impossible, with 2 weeks left in the season, to get everybody back to D.C. on a moment's notice like that to go watch a baseball game. And two, none of us wanted to see any Nationals games. I was, my family, and then the out-of-towner part of the family were there to see the Cubs, and we had no desire to see any Nationals games. Sorry, there's nothing we can do. you can get new, national tickets. So I'm fighting with them. I've been fighting with them back and forth. I don't want to see the Nationals. I wasn't there to see the Nationals. So finally I decide I'm going to escalate this. I'm going to dispute it with PayPal since I got it through, I paid for it through PayPal. I'm going to dispute it through PayPal, let them, figure it out and issue a refund to me, and then they can hash it out with StubHub. So call PayPal, because PayPal has a guarantee for your purchases and everything. PayPal gets back to me, oh, well, we only guarantee it for 180 days. If you wanted to dispute this transaction, you should have called us by September 4th. The game was on September 7th. So there's even no way I would have known this was going to happen before the game even happened. PayPal's like, well, there's nothing we can do. Our guarantee is only for 180 days. That's it. So now I'm having to go through the card issuer that I use, the bank card. Since it was two different transactions on two different cards, one was a credit card and one was a debit card, I'm having to dispute the transactions through them. Because, like I explained to all of them, I paid for tickets to go see a Cubs game, or see the Cubs play the Nationals, but I didn't get what I paid for. They gave my tickets away. So the moral of it is, beware if you purchase through StubHub, because they won't give you your money back. They won't work with you. They don't care. They'll take your money and they won't give it back. Beware if you purchase through PayPal. There is only 180 days that they'll guarantee your purchase. So if that event or whatever is 180 days beyond when you purchase them, think about that. The easiest interaction is the word I'm looking for. The easiest interaction that I've gone through so far to dispute this is through one of the purchases that was on my credit card. It was easy peasy. They guarantee all purchases, period. If you didn't get what you paid for, they guarantee it, and they'll go after whoever, and they'll give you your money back, which they did. Now I'm having to work with the bank, because one was on a debit card, one was on a credit card. So, and I bought one set of tickets, then more people got added, so I threw the other tickets on a credit card. Piece of cake. So, in my opinion, having gone through all this, I would put all purchases that you purchase for events such as this on a credit card. Now, I'm not saying put it on a credit card and pay $25 for the next 10 years to pay for that purchase. No. Put it on a credit card, and hopefully you have the money to, when that bill comes in, pay it off, so you don't have to pay the interest. But the credit card guarantees your purchase. Even though it was over 6 months later, they guaranteed it, and they gave me my money back. So that's how I got shafted by StubHub. I don't think I'll ever use them again to make a purchase of any kind of event. There's different companies out there that are easier with how they operate. So take it for what it's worth. This is just my experience. You might have a different experience, and I hope your experience is better than my experience. But if you have any kind of experience that you want to warn people out about, put it in the comments below. So that way, if anybody watches this video, they can see from your experience too, hey, don't go there. Or even if it's good and you want to give them credit, I always go for, give credit where credit is due. So this is just my experience, and that left a bad taste in my mouth, and I probably won't do business with them again. So yeah, I hope you have a great day. Give my video a thumbs up, or my review a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you ain't a subscriber. And we'll see you on the next video.